Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, April 16th. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. We're down at the south end of Vanderbilt Beach at Vanderbilt Beach Park. The sun's just coming up over the trees here. Almost 8 o'clock. 72 degrees. The Ritz-Carlton there. Partly cloudy skies, although mostly cloudy to the east. It's going to be partly cloudy. Throughout the morning, there might be some brief periods of more sunny conditions. We'll see what happens. That forecast constantly changing. There was, when I checked the forecast at 6 o'clock, a chance for some rain starting around 2 up here in North Naples. So we'll see if that happens. All is quiet right now over here in the staging area. These big trucks and all this big equipment, it's going to be on the move tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, the first loads of sand start arriving. So it's going to be busy down here, and these trucks are going to be up and down the beach. They'll probably wait for a little stockpile of sand before they start hauling it. They're going to start working up to the north and then work their way down to the south here. And they would really appreciate it if the people stay to the south side of the Vanderbilt Beach Park entrance tomorrow. Hit that share button. Let's get some people out of bed here Sunday morning. Still got time to watch some beach walk before you go to church. Get on here, say good morning to your friends. Hey Rose, good morning. So there wasn't much beach left up here yesterday, but between the fence and the water, you can see where this high tide line is with this seaweed up here. Come up pretty high. I have seen some big clumps of this red drift algae on the beach this morning in places. Hardly any kind of a breeze right now. Very still right now. Later that wind's supposed to shift and come out of the southwest. Hopefully it won't blow any red tide in on us. There is no red tide out here. Didn't see any on the map. Maybe a couple little places to the way up to the north of us, but nothing down here in Naples. So that's a good thing. That water temperature is still 80 degrees. It got hot yesterday. I thought that water would be getting warmer. It was a hot one yesterday. Looks like we got a group of swimmers heading out up here ahead of us. Or distance swimmers there. They usually swim up towards the La Playa. Another peek at the sun before it's hidden behind the buildings as we walk up Vandy Beach here. That's actually a look up east on Vanderbilt Beach Road right there. Right in there is Vanderbilt Beach Road. Takes you all the way out to, it ends at what's it called? Old Florida Country Club. Old Florida Golf Course Country Club. Interesting place, Old Florida. If you're a duffer, if you've ever been out there, they play speed golf out at Old Florida. They don't tolerate slowpokes. You walk up and hit your ball, none of that lollygagging. You have your next club in your hand and you run up to your ball, hit it again. It's pretty funny to hear stories about that speed golf. When I play golf, I get my money's worth. I figure, you know, if you're paying per shot, I want to take as many shots as I possibly can. Why rush it? You see that line of red drift algae here. Unfortunately, they won't be raking the beach until Monday, and I don't even know how that all's going to work when they're hauling the sand back and forth there for that sand berm. I will be showing you some of the action tomorrow, letting you see what's going on here when those trucks start arriving. Curious to see what it does to the traffic on Vanderbilt Beach Road. I don't know if it's a fact, but I heard from somebody that he was told 400 truckloads of sand are going to be headed this way. Obviously, that's not going to happen in one day. That's a lot of sand. It's a little sunlight. You can see it kind of raking across the beach here, hitting the water. Breaking through the clouds. We're over by the Turtle Club restaurant. And no, the Turtle Club is not open. I just have to say that when I mention Turtle Club. So many people love the Turtle Club, but no, it is not open. Not opening up until fall. The fall of this year, hopefully. That's the target. The resort is open, but not the restaurant. The Vanderbilt Beach Resort is open, but not the Turtle Club restaurant. La Playa is open, Ritz-Carlton is closed. People are constantly asking me that. Yesterday I did see some big clumps of this seaweed, this algae in the water. Don't get it confused. If you hear the term red drift algae, I'm pretty sure that's what this is. If you hear red drift algae, it's not, doesn't have anything to do with red tide. It's just because it's got kind of a reddish brown color to it. And it just kind of drifts along with the current and washes up on the beach. Unfortunately, when it starts drying out, it stinks. But yeah, I see lots of it out here in the water. Still washing up on the beach. The tide is coming in. High tide's around 11:45 up at Wiggins Pass. It's a great morning for a beach walk. How long I hang out here this morning. Got a couple little things I got to do this afternoon. Good morning. Kids out there having a ball in the water. Get my gimbal to level out 100% here this morning. Some issues with it. Every once in a while it does that. I level it and then it loses it. So the horizon might be a little off. It is what it is. Just pretend your head's tilted a little bit. Or just tilt your head a little bit. Pretend my head's tilted. Actually, it doesn't look too bad now. And there's our little timeshare that we've been keeping an eye on. Gulf Point of Naples over there, that little white building. Friday we saw some activity. Didn't see any yesterday. But Friday we did see something going on there. Hopefully they're bringing it back to life. Getting bright now. We might get a look at that water this morning. I wasn't too sure if that sun was going to make it out and give us a good look at the water, but maybe we will here. The Floridian Club over there under the coconut palms. Stars there yet this morning. I know they're working. I saw some first thing this morning during my little sound check. Man, when I got here to the beach this morning, saw some gorgeous colors for a very, very brief period of time. Just a fleeting moment. I took some pictures and they just fizzled out before I could even record a little video. I started the video and within 30 seconds of rolling, the colors were gone. They just disappeared. The intense pinks and reds. We did see the orange glow in my sound check video this morning. Those beautiful oranges, pale yellows. Go back and watch that video later. I call it my sound check. It's really your first peek at the beach. The early birds that pop on. Get to see that. I don't know what the hell is wrong with people when they walk on the beach. They think they're on a highway or something. You know, if two people are headed to each other, it's a give and take. You both move a little. Some people think it's like hold your ground. So I wasn't live. I just walked right straight into them. I don't know what they're thinking. Oh, I was here first. No, I was here first. No, I was here first. No, the birds were here first. I don't have a lot of tolerance for human beings sometimes. Seems like it's getting worse. Seems like the entitlement and the you owe me attitude is just getting worse and worse and worse. And it's like, I don't know, you crap. You don't owe me anything. If I do something for you, it's because I want to. It's not because I have to. And that's the same with my friends. If they do something for me, it's because they want to, not because they have to. It's because they choose to do so. Simple concept, isn't it? The only thing I guess you really have to do is die. Some people say, oh, well, you have to pay taxes. Well, no, you don't have to pay them. You're supposed to. But yeah. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Simple, simple, simple. You know, you should have a goal of doing at least one kind thing for somebody every day. Just one act of kindness for someone every day. If you actually set that goal and start doing it, before you know it, you'll be doing 2 kind things in a day. And 3 kind things. Before you know it, you're going to be one of the kindest people out there. Kindness is contagious. When you're kind to somebody, then they're kind to someone else. What was that, a hair commercial or something? Back in the old days. I'm talking about back in the old days, you know, when you had black and white TVs. You know, I think it was color, where it's I told 2 friends, then I told 2 friends, and I told 2 friends. Back in the days of silly advertising. There was some good branding back in the old days. I mean, you remember that commercial, so obviously it was good branding. Shake and bake, and I remember all those old TV ads. Folgers coffee and mountain grown fine Corinthian leather. What the heck is fine Corinthian leather? What is that, Carl Baum? How do you say his name? For the Chrysler Cordova. Fine Corinthian leather. Why don't you just say, it's pretty decent fake leather. Gosh, back in the old days, during the old talk shows and stuff, they would do the commercials live. Man, have times changed, huh? Now here I am with a little phone in my hand, walking up the beach, talking to you live. You can watch me anywhere in the world. Well, most places in the world where Facebook isn't blocked. That is the one thing that Roy just found so darn cool. The fact that we were live and anybody in the world could watch us. He was always like, why would they even want to watch us? But thank you for tolerating me. Thank you for tolerating my rants and my babbling. I love being out here. Sometimes, you know, I'm just regurgitating some of the things that if you weren't out here listening, it'd be running through my head. I'm thinking out loud. And trust me, I keep some thoughts in my head because I don't want to offend anybody. There's a lot of sensitive people out there now. And then there's those whose only opinion counts, just their opinion counts. Nobody else's opinion counts. So I don't want to make those people mad. Now Bob Looney, if Bob Looney's watching, I could say anything about Bob and it doesn't offend him. He is just a easy going, fun-loving kind of guy. I call him my partner in crime. Same with Robert. Wish Robert would get his tail down here. If I had Robert down here and Bob at the same time, we would make a heck of a team. The Robert, the R&B show. Bob is really Robert. It'd really be the 3 R's. I'm just Rob, by the way, and I am not a Robert. I am just a Robb. R-O-B-B. My dad didn't want to make it challenging, too challenging for me when it came to writing and spelling my name, I guess. Didn't even give me a middle name. Felt sorry for me. So I'm liking my new haircut so far. It's getting nice when you hop in the shower, boom, your hair is washed in a couple seconds and dries quick. Took a while. Took almost a couple years to get it cut. Some should be good for another couple years. Actually, it was kind of a defiance thing there for a little while. People are saying, go get your haircut, go get your haircut. So I was like, nah, because of that, I'm going to wait another 2 weeks. Shame on me. But I did it. I went into the shop. And I'm happy with what my friend Stephanie did. And she cut me a deal. That was another reason. I like deals. Stephanie Joy. Isn't that a sweet name, Stephanie Joy? I call her in my directory of contacts, I call her Stephanie Hair Joy because she brings joy to my hair. Good morning. Good morning. So even though it's not really rough out here this morning, a few days ago it was pretty rough. I'm right by the La Playa. You can still see there's more ripples in the water here. Just because of the shape of the bottom, the contour of the bottom. The other day there was some pretty good waves break. I call them waves. I always do that and people say, hey, you don't have waves. They're waves for us over here. Come on. I grew up in Miami. We have bigger waves over on the Atlantic coast. But the Pacific, they're nothing like the Pacific coast. Unless there's a hurricane. Then they're pretty impressive. But you're not supposed to be out on the beach during a hurricane. Although some people are. Some people are foolish enough to ride around in their truck during the hurricane. Taking pictures and videos, totaling their vehicle. Hey, it's exciting. Let's hope we don't see another hurricane ever. The odds of that happening are slim to none, but Let's hope it's a long, long time. So the one thing I'm not sure about tomorrow is if, I mean, to me, this is how I would put this sand berm in here. The sand comes in down to the south behind me, down at Vanderbilt Beach Park, and where we saw earlier this morning. I would assume they're going to take the sand and run it all the way up to the north end, up by Del Nor. I don't think they're doing Del Nor Wiggins. That's all. I think Wiggins would be on their own for that since it's state land. They're doing Collier County's beaches here with this. So I would take the sand all the way up to Wiggins and start building the berm back down to the south. I know they're working on this end, and I assume that's what they're going to do. I don't think they're going to start back there and work their way up, then turn around and come back. But we shall see. Tomorrow, I don't know if they're actually going to start building the berm tomorrow, if they're going to wait for a stockpile of sand. They got 3 big earth mover type dump trucks set up there that hold a lot more than a dump truck load, a normal dump truck load, I think, of sand. So these are all questions we're going to get answered next week, starting tomorrow. Boy, yesterday it was busy at the beach, especially down at Vandy Park down there. It was busy, but the parking lot was, when I left here at whatever it was, 10:30 yesterday, still plenty of parking in the parking garage at 10:30. I think the entire second level was just about empty still. Well. No clue what time it is. Can't see the screen here. I always assume I'm live. I could be walking the beach just talking to myself for the past half hour. Who knows? I assume you hear me. Assumptions. Assumptions. Oh well. They're viable assumptions. Good morning.
Tally ho.
What?
Tomorrow morning it's
Tally ho for you guys already?
Tomorrow morning, yeah. 2.5 weeks.
Man, we didn't get to go have a coldie.
Well,
Next time. Next
we
time.
will work that out.
You need to text me.
We will do
You know, text the number that you see on Facebook. That's my phone. So we have each other's numbers.
Thank you for what you do.
All right.
After seeing Fort Myers,
I hear you.
there's a lady
Uh-huh.
that just came down from there.
Oh, really?
Open here.
Yeah,
One of
it's...
the things are that people that have lost their homes,
Yeah, I've had quite a few friends that are...
get started again.
It's tough. I have friends that lost their homes. I mean, it's sad. But you know what?
Way back, sir.
All right.
All right.
It's awesome. I have met some awesome people out here. Awesome people. I love it. Oh, I just saw a little fish jump out of the corner of my eye. Something chasing after it. Maybe a great white shark. Maybe a killer whale. Maybe Moby Dick chasing that little fish. Maybe Roy. That sun is just taunting me. It's in and out from behind the clouds, and that's what they said was going to happen all day. When I started this morning, the 6 o'clock forecast said, what did it say? There was going to be a brief period of sunny skies, like around noon or something, but I guarantee you that's changed. If anything, it usually moves back. And they said rain maybe starting around 2 o'clock. So I need to recheck the forecast. Earthquake. All right. I think I'm going to take a little break here for a while. I have no clue what time it is, but I feel like I've been going for 35, 40 minutes or so. I don't know. Time flies when you're having fun sometimes. I'm always having fun at the beach. Sometimes my legs and back and ankles aren't, but I am. Let's get one more look at that water. my friends, that is going to do it for this morning's part 1 of my beach walk there in North Naples. I'll be back in a little while for part 2. Hope to see you there. If you happen to send some stars today, thanks. I do appreciate that. Also, if you send a tip, thank you very much. You can always find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Those tips are hugely appreciated. Now, even more so. Things just seem to be getting worse instead of better. I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. All right. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally ho, my friends, tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. God bless. Look at the shadows. They're stretching way out across the beach still. Love those palm tree shadows. The blackbirds yelling at us. Oh, hush up. Sitting on, somebody left their beach chair out here. Oh, just took off. All right, tally ho, everyone, tally ho. Hopefully I'll see you shortly. God bless.